right, welcome back to the channel, Hippie's Chopper Corner. Who's going to be the first one in the comments to tell me who that band was and what that song was? The song, that's going to be easy. That might be a trick question for some of y'all, but if you know your metal history, you're going to know who that band was. More people are going to get it wrong than get it right because it's not really a trick question. You just got to know what's up. But anyway, so, got this one about as far as I can go right now. I've got the tank fenders ready to go. Just got to pull that fender off. I'll get that over to the painter this week. I'm going to get that tank over to the painter this week. While I got this one up here, I'm going to strip it down. Y'all probably didn't think I was ever going to go back to work on this one, but here's what I'm doing. So I'm a little perplexed. I put the Super B back on it for one. This wasn't a very high compression motor anyway. But I know I've only got about 90 pounds on both cylinders. And I got one gray beard that tells me, well, it's got to be a booger to kickstart with only 90 pounds. I got another gray beard that says, hell, it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm taking a little bit of suggestions. I'm going through, I'm just checking my valve lash to make sure my push rods are okay right there. Plenty of spin, plenty of spin, plenty of spin. I've still got to crank it around and check the two, the intake in the rear and the exhaust in the rear. Make sure they're good. Just eliminate that. Put the Super B back on it. It might have just been dumping too much fuel in it. This was a 73. This was the one that was in that black FX I had. The motor, and that's the coil that went with it. So I'm actually going to just swap this coil and coil wires out for this one, because this one goes to that stroker motor right there. But this is the one I broke, and I don't know if I affected it breaking it or not. So I am going to continue to just test things out, see how they are. Make sure my rear intake and exhaust valves are adjusted properly. Swap that coil out. And then I'm going to see if I can get this thing fired up again. If not, I'm pulling the motor out. I'm pulling the heads. I'm pulling the jugs and pistons. I'm going to send those off to my engine builder. Not the one that's got my pan head. I'm going to send these to Wisconsin. I've got an engine builder up there. He's the one that built this high performance transmission for me earlier this year. And if you're up in the Wisconsin area, his name is Eric. He has a shop called Graybeard's Garage. He's on Facebook and he's on Instagram, but he's not on YouTube. He races them old flathead 45s in Sons of Speed, and I talked to him last night. He goes, man, I'm not taking on any work. He goes, but for you, hippie, I'll absolutely do it. So if I've got to pull these heads, send them up to him, get them heads rebuilt, send him the pistons and the cylinders. He'll check the bore in them, see if they've been bored yet, because a lot of times, oversized pistons aren't marked. And if we have to, do 10, 20 over pistons in it, or if they're already 30 over, I don't got much more to go with. I'll have to get new cylinders. And I'm just going to rebuild the top end on this one. I'll check the crank run out while I got it all apart, all of that. But I'm going to put that stroker back in this one, is what my game plan is. So, I'm going to do a little bit more work. I will pause for just a few minutes. One more little taste of this song right here. Although it should be pretty evident what the song is, but it's Who Did It? So, who's first in the comments to get the song and the artist correct? Get back with me on that. Okay. So here's what I got going. Both valves are all the way down. This one's tight, but it'll spin. This one won't spin. There should be no pressure on this push rod tube right here. So that means it's causing that valve to hang open. That's where my compression is going. So we're going to solve that, and we're going to put the other coil back on it and see what maybe that'll get us. All right, I got the coil swapped out, got the plugs back in it, made sure they were gapped to about 32 thousandths. Had to adjust these back two push rods. Even with both of those lifters all the way down, those push rods were tight. I couldn't turn them. So that told me I was leaving a valve open. I put the Super B back on it. Now she, oh yeah, now she's got compression. But I'm not going to take it off the lift tonight. It's got to come off the lift to fire up. I'm not going to fire it up on that lift. It did pop. So I will get this thing fired up tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll drop a short. But I'm going to end this video for now. I know it's a short video. I'm sorry. I've been out here for a while. I had a lot to do out here besides working on this bike, but hopefully I'm fixing to ride this bike. So thanks for tuning in to Hippie's Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper, where we keep them sketchy all the time.